Hi, folks. With a good wind and a little luck and lots of vaccinations, we will move on from the pandemic, the death and fear and disruption of the last year and 3 months. Those in the US can think back to 9/11 20 years ago, for those of you who can think back that far. And there were a lot of similarities. It was a disaster. Both were disasters we didn't see coming. Both shattered our sense of security. Both the pandemic and 9/11 caused us to fear, and we had no sense of safety, and we really didn't know if we would be safe, and we were certainly hesitant to go to large cities. So it's been said that resilient people who are really good at being resilient and rebounding, seek meaning in what they've been through and the hardship they've been through. In other words, it was not all for naught. So what can we learn from the pandemic? Here are a few things that I've observed. We can work from anywhere. The pandemic taught us that. We can work remotely, we can work from home, we can work from an apartment, we can work from a park bench, frankly, with a cell phone in our hands. We can work from anywhere. Technology has become our friend, not our enemy. We've all become much more adept at video conferencing with Zoom or Teams or some other digital platform. And a retired couple I know in Connecticut, got into online banking, kicking and screaming. But they did not do online banking pre-COVID and now don't know how they lived without it. So I think technology has become our friend. I've also noticed that self-care is a lot more important. We become kinder and gentler with ourselves, and hopefully that will rub off onto each other. And lastly, little things make a big impact. I had a trail I would run on in Connecticut, and there were stones that were painted on the trail by some good-natured pilgrims. And pre-pandemic, I would never pay attention to that. But during the pandemic, I would finish my run and come back and walk the trail and look at the stones, and I was inspired by their little messages of hope and love and whatever else was there. So I think it's really important to come out of the pandemic knowing that it was not all for naught. That in fact, there's been some benefit from all of this destruction, if you will, of the past year plus 3 months. So my charge and challenge to you is, what have you gotten out of the pandemic? What are the positives that have come out of this for you, and to seek those positives and to construct a better life for the forward trail? That's the challenge today.